worked on a lot of games, and I kind of thought I knew what I was getting myself into, but I really had no idea.
It's something bigger than just a single story. It's an experience that's ever-changing.
We're creating a whole world, and creating that is, let's see.
You know, here, it's a good point to stop anyway, because the monitor just went a little black.
Doing sound design for anything, whether it's TV, movies, games, we have to either decide we're going to create it from nothingness, or we're going to go out in the field and we're going to get it, or any kind of combination of that.
When you have thousands of things that need sound, you might not always have the right sound, or you hear something in your head and you go, oh, I think I need this, and you look for it and you don't have it, and you go, well, I know how to get it.
So, go out in the field, bring our multi-track and various microphones. The Echo mic. We'll get our own recordings. And then when we come back in, we can lay all those tracks out and layer them, and we can timeline them together and kind of beef them up. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's over the top, but game sound, you have to make things kind of sensational, so it's fun and interesting.
All right, we record.
Ready?
I only took one.
Getting a real sound versus a Foley sound, it kind of comes down to time. Do you have the time?
We needed a lot of content, and we needed it fast. So we did, a single-day session and got almost every single weapon, hitting every single surface type.
We're going to start with the axe on body.
And it's great. A lot of it, we're able to just take that stuff and build and make the sounds that we want it to be in the game, so we don't have to start from scratch.
The goal of any real sound designer is just to make you not pay attention to the sound, but have it be so good that it feels real and natural.
In so many ways, MMOs sound the same way every time. So we do our best to always be as unique as possible and to be changing, but also be very applicable to the world around it.
If people could play the entire length of the game with the sound on, then I think we've done a pretty good job, because that's a lot of hours playing with sound on. Yeah.
Awesome. That's perfect.
The way game audio works is it's not like a movie or a TV show where it's very linear and you say, okay, this has to start here and end here, and so I only need this much of this sound. The sound is kind of always playing.
Sometimes, yeah, it's a little overwhelming, but it's a great experience to work in a world that is so incredibly immersive.
There's a lot to do in an MMO, and we've spent a lot of time with the workflow, so it's timed right and sounds great too.
We've come up with a system that I think is pretty cool. It's a dynamic mixing system where whatever you're focusing on is more audible than the things that you don't care as much about.
Because it's not in your field of view, it doesn't mean it's not there, so you have to anticipate what it would sound like at any given time and try to randomize it a little bit.
So what we're looking at here is a windmill, and just to kind of illustrate how we do the audio for this, it's got two types of sounds attached to it. There's about 10 variations of each sound. Then you set minimum and maximum values for volume and pitch. So the engine sort of chooses these random values so that it can take 10 different sounds and create almost infinite variations on it.
This is the Thief skill Death Blossom, and there's several layers, some cloth movements, some whispers, and now that we have this all together, we'll render that out as a whole piece, and we'll put that into Audio Workshop and trigger it on that one animation.
When we first get a set of assets, we bring it into our proprietary tool, Audio Workshop, which allows us to randomize and set distance cues based on different parameters that the game gives back.
Once we've taken that sound effect and put it into Workshop, we can put another layer on top of that, which is scripting. And scripting takes in some properties like what type of shoe do you have? What terrain are you on? What armor are you wearing? And now we can intelligently play all these sounds together so you sound like you. You don't sound like someone else.
We really wanted to give you that feeling that you are running around a real, living, breathing world.
I guess what I really hope is that I hope that people play this a lot and everything that they hear sounds as good as the visuals do.
That had to hurt. And that's that.